Bill whistled while strolling through the park. He was on his way to meet his girlfriend Sally. He could smell spring in the air. He jingles the wedding ring in his pocket and thought of asking Sally to marry him. Sally sat on a park bench, and Bill kneeled down before her. "Sally," Bill said, "you are the most beautiful girl I have ever met. I love you, and I want you to be my wife. Will you marry me?" Sally laughed and said, "Yes, I will marry you." As Bill gazed lovingly at his future bride, his eyes gazed on the red velvet ribbon that Sally always wears around her neck. "Why you always wear that red ribbon?" Bill asked. Sally said, "Bill, I must never take off my red ribbon." Bill smiled at Sally and left the red ribbon alone. Bill and Sally were married that June. Bill found a lovely little house in the neighborhood, and they moved in. Bill bought her many party dresses, but she always wore that red ribbon with each outfit. Bill thought that was odd. Sally smiled and said, "I must never take off my red ribbon." After a few years, Sally found out she was going to have a baby. This news delighted Bill. Sally talked to her friends who had babies. Bill talked to his friends who had children. They talked together late into the night, what they learned from everyone. When the big day came, Sally said, "Please tell the doctor I must not take off my ribbon." Bill was frustrated, but he promised Sally he would tell the doctor. After the baby was born, Bill gave Sally flowers. "Thank you for the flowers, Bill," Sally said, "and thank you for telling the doctor that I must not take off my ribbon." Bill did not understand why the red ribbon was so important. "Do you want to hold little Billy?" Sally asked. Bill, Sally, and little Billy lived in a happy little neighborhood in a small house for many years. When little Billy was a baby, he used to reach up towards the red ribbon around his mother's neck. Sally would gently take his little hands into hers and say, "Mommy must never take off her red ribbon." The red ribbon frustrated Bill for a long time. He loved Sally with all his heart, but did not understand her need to wear the red ribbon. After many years, Bill had an idea. "Our anniversary is coming up. I'll buy Sally a beautiful necklace. She will take off that old red ribbon so she can wear the beautiful necklace." Their anniversary came. Bill took Sally to a fancy restaurant overlooking Central Park. They had a delicious meal. Then Bill gave Sally a velvet box with a beautiful diamond necklace in it. She opened it and smiled, and tears came to her eyes. Bill put the necklace around her neck and started to take off the red ribbon. Sally stopped him and said, "I must never take off my red ribbon." Bill sat back in his chair with a huff. He looked at Sally and said, "I may never understand." Sally gently placed the diamond necklace back in the velvet box and closed the lid. "It's lovely, Bill. I will always treasure it," she said. "But I must never take off my red ribbon." "Why?" Bill asked, as he always asked for many years. Sally smiled sadly and shook her head. She did not answer him. Late that night, Bill was still awake. "I loved Sally for more than 20 years, but she insists on wearing that horrible red ribbon around her neck. I think it's about time I found out why." Bill got out of bed and walked around to Sally's side. Bill carefully pinched both ends on the red bow on the ribbon. He began to pull slowly on the red ribbon. The bow became smaller and smaller. The loops of the bow pulled through, and only a half knot was left. Bill slid his finger under the half knot and tugged. Zip! The red ribbon gave way. Sally's head came off. It rolled right to the floor, bouncing in the moonlight. One large tear fell from Sally's eyes. "I warned you,"